Well, hello, everyone. Thanks for hopping on the Accrue Agency podcast, episode number 4. Today, we have a really interesting topic. We're going to be talking about lead generation in 2020. So, whether you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, independent contractor, maybe you have an online business, lead generation in 2020 is much different than it was even just 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. Having a strong online presence is incredibly important as we move into really the new decade. So, a couple tips that I have going into, what we hear a lot of times from our clients here at a career agency is, they just come to us and they don't really have a strong pipeline for what it means to have a strong lead generation strategy. So, what we do is we help businesses acquire a lead generation funnel that works. We figure out from top to bottom what needs to be done in order for our clients to succeed. And a couple of things, just talking about what are some things business owners should be focusing on in regards to how to get new leads in 2020. One, I would say, as I mentioned already, having a strong online presence. That means having great website, great content to be able to offer conversion friendly and focused pages on your website is Google's indexing constantly more and more for quality and relevant content. Number two, for how lead generation has really changed heading into this new decade, is it's incredibly important to make sure that your strategies when you're sending traffic to your website are authentic. What I mean by that is there are a ton of people out there selling services, buying traffic, buying bots to your social media, buying overflows of traffic to your website that aren't organic. And ultimately, I've seen businesses rise and fall just because of simple moves like that get them blacklisted in Google's eyes. So I would make sure that, within your lead generation strategy, don't be easily deceived with stuff in regards to what to really focus on. Then the third tip, what I would really say as far as, what's making lead generation different in 2020 is quality is incredibly important over quantity. And what I mean by that is bots and content is becoming increasingly more and more important, meaning Google's crawling the internet. They're looking for quality content to be able to give to their users at the end of the day, as opposed to having just masses of quantity. In the early days and stages of Google, as we know, SEO was really different back then, where we could, get tons of not really high quality or unverified backlinks, and it was much easier to rank. Now, content matters more than ever. So I would say, lead generation in 2020 needs to become quality over quantity, and there needs to be a focus on simplicity over trying to overcomplicate things. Your website, simple, making sure that your content is clear, and making sure that as a business you have a full scope of really what you're trying to produce as opposed to just producing things nonstop. So thank you so much for hopping on episode 4 here of lead generation in 2020. Again, this is the Crew Agency podcast. Like and subscribe for more content coming up. Follow our website. You can find us at accrueagency.net or in the description below if you want to book a discovery call with us just to learn a little bit more about how we help businesses generate crazy growth and leads as soon as they sign on with us through our lead generation strategies. We would love to discuss that furthermore with you. That hopefully you found this content useful, and we will talk to you guys soon.